Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your board. I'm up in the lab cooking up some good stuff for you. I appreciate you tuning in. Let's do this thing. Right is the 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message is in the story for life. These are life lessons you can learn and live by. That's what you're doing. I appreciate you. Let's do this. Right thinking mission is to enlighten you, inspire you, educate you, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment by giving you spiritual knowledge and truth that will set you free spiritually and mentally. Let's go. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline employed daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the goal for every right thinker, and my goal and my mission is to get you to reach that by giving you everything you need to do that way. You have to put the work in. I do everything but the work. I do my own work. Let's go. Know thyself. Put a lot of time into do just that. And when I did that, I found out one thing. We all should be doing it. So I'm on my little mission to give everybody who want this what they need to get where they want to go, to know themselves. That's all I got. Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. I see a lot of that. I avoid them big time. You should too. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is simple. I love them. Why? Because I can teach them. They're willing to learn. That's why I do what I do for you. Tune in. I got you. Trust me. I'll steer you right. Now, a person who knows not, and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. I'm not going on that road. A person who knows and knows not that they know is just asleep. I can awaken them. I'm a spiritual alarm clock. My job is to wake you up to yourself with knowledge of yourself. Okay? Last but not least, my favorite. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my act be true. And they say follow. I just was told this morning because I was writing about my numbers getting better to one of my people, and he said, yeah, okay, they want to hear what you got to say. I've been saying that for a while, but now more people starting to tune in what I got to say, so I'm going to say more. Let's go. Today I got a little something different. I'm going to try this one out again. I got my own book. Okay, this is mine. This is theirs. Okay. Muta Ashby, I got all his stuff. My library full of his stuff. So I'm trying to do something different there. I'm taking his information, switch it around a little bit, put it my way, put my touch on it. So that's what I did. All right, let's go. Right thinking, aka letter reading philosophy. Principles. The 4 great principles of right thinking philosophy. With these four things will help you master yourself. Okay? Hope you get the concept. Let's go with this. First great truth. Truth is what you know to be because you proved it for yourself. So nobody can change truth for what it is. It stands as its own merit. Okay? The netter, aka the supreme being, is one. Everything emanates from the one God. And as the Nebunger, we call him, manifesting everywhere and in all things in the form of what? God and goddesses. Male aspect, the female aspect, man, woman, whatever you want to call it, but it's opposites, okay? Equal, meaning, man, you ain't no better than a woman. Understand that. So stop getting this woman submissive to man. I hate that concept, and I'm a man. I'm just a man, but I don't expect my woman to submit herself to me, or no woman. Sorry about that. Yeah, that part upsets me. Yeah, again, my lesson I gave about dispassion. Sometimes your feelings get in there and see what happens. So that's why I tell myself sometimes I gotta check myself. But it works from the inside out. I'm checking myself, say, whoa, dude, slow down, whoa. Yeah, you get a little, yeah. Okay, so I gotta take my emotions out and get a lesson because sometimes I get involved, my passion supersedes my logic and rationale. That's why when people get mad and upset, they're not going to do nothing but what they want to do. We understand that. The idea, animals do that. Beasts do that. Humans need to control that. That's my point. All right, here you go. The first great truth is one God. Stop telling me about the Egyptians worship many. Stop. If you don't know what you're talking about, stop talking, because that is wrong, and you keep blah, 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 blah. I don't appreciate that. If you got information that's wrong and you bring it to me, I'm explaining to you it's wrong and hopefully correct you. If you don't want to listen, we ain't got to talk. Okay? Next second, great truth. And that's one of mine too. Another rule. The lack of righteousness brings what? Fetters, aka self-inflicted pains, suffering to who? Your personality. And these fetters, watch this, but you doing it yourself, cause what? They're caused by what? Ignorance of your higher self, aka the divine, or the supreme being, the one, the absolute, whoever you want to call him. It ain't but one. The name don't change what it is. After every prayer you say amen. That's God, the hidden God that we talk about from ancient Egyptian concepts. So please understand that is God. Y'all know that. That God you say, it ain't God. That's, you can say what you want. No, we know God to be the hidden one. Once you're in the flesh, you're human. You're man or woman. So, no, I ain't going there. That's no lesson. I ain't getting involved with that. I'm trying to get a message across about great truths and understanding why right thinking philosophy works. And I can lay that out for you. That's what I'm trying to do. But being ignorant of your higher self, a lot of us don't even know it. So I'm just trying to bring to your attention. If you ain't thinking right, you don't know God. You ain't never gonna be God. You can believe all you want. And not like do a bunch of that. All right, next one. The third great truth, the right thinking philosophy, teaches you devotion to the divine, leads to freedom from the fetters of Set, aka the ego or your lower nature. My devotion is so dedicated that every morning I pray. I don't have to do that. Anybody twisting my arm, that's devotion. Paying homage, respect, and worshiping somebody. And I talk to the guy right there every day. So his memory still alive. He's still alive. In me, he lives through me. The Son, the Father. Come on, man. Conceptually, we have to be able to conceptualize and understand, to compartmentalize knowledge the way it's presented so we can get knowledge and understanding. That's philosophical points of view. Getting knowledge, learning, understanding, and comprehending, and then using it the way it's intended. That's what I do. What I do for you. The knowledge I have, I'm giving it. Somebody gonna get this. All these years I took, no, somebody getting this. Right, thinkers? I appreciate you because I needed to do this, so that's why I do it every day. I got a whole bunch of them. All right, next one. Now, if you're serving your ego, you're not showing devotion to God. You can't serve two masters. If you're serving your ego, you're self-serving. You just filling your own personal desires, and a lot of us do it unconsciously because they haven't gotten that deep into their psyche to understand what that even means. I'm starting to witness that and see that too. Now, the fourth great truth. The practice of right thinking philosophy's disciplines leads to knowing oneself. My whole goal is to get you to do just that. Know oneself. And watch this. Knowing oneself and the divine are what? AKA know thyself. I know me and God are one. Christ told you that. You got that part right, on point. Y'all ain't paying attention to that. The Father and I, my Father and I are one. That means He's inside me. Me and Him are one right now. In spirit and in consciousness. He created me. He's my maker. I look like Him. So I got no problem worshiping somebody who I know. Ancestral worship is worshiping somebody with a face. You don't have a face for God. God has no appearance, so you have to create a face. He said in His image. Yeah, the image of Him is spiritual. Please understand that. So your parents are your God and Goddess. That's another lesson, but we ain't got to go there. But that's too simple. We worship a God you ain't never seen. Ain't done nothing for us, so to speak. But the lady who birthed us, fed us, the man who brought us in the world, created us, and gave us, you don't worship them? Really? That's not right thinking. That's my point. Here you go. Let me wrap this up for you. Nope. I got a few more things to go on, so yeah, don't worry, I ain't going anywhere. I'll be right here. I got something to read for you. All right, but first, let me get this out the way. The practice of right thinking philosophy disciplines leads to what? Knowing oneself and know thyself. Now, this is called being what? True of speech, aka my favorite, makaru. I speak from the heart. I'm not here to be deceptive, sneaky, or arrogant, or disrespectful. I'm here to teach. That's what I do for you. I bring that. I don't have no problem doing other stuff. That's what I participate in. I'm a teacher. Let's go. Preachers proclaim. Teachers explain. I'm trying to give you lessons in life that you can use. Let's go. Next part is, okay, now, however, just only knowing the keys of right thinking philosophy. I said there's 4. I just read them to you. But just knowing them, it will not lead you to spiritual enlightenment. Well, you just said these 4 things. Yes, I did. But see, you heard the 4 things. You heard them. Now you think you're ready. You don't have a clue what the 4 things are. Okay? Let me explain it to you. Now, in order to gain enlightenment, you must try to what? Master and fully understand the right thinking philosophical points of views and practice them and practice their disciplines. When I do that daily, and that's going to do what? That's how you master them. With practice, and more practice. With knowledge plus the experience, that equals true wisdom. That's what I speak from my knowledge of studying. My experience from living it gives me wisdom that I can dispel to my followers and my listeners who say, that brother's speaking the truth. Yes, I do. So I respect that. Thank you. And even if you don't like me, you still can say I'm not speaking the truth. Let's go. So my man, Gino Jennings, I don't care what you think about me. I'm doing what I do. I love that guy. Watch this. Knowledge with no action cannot equal anything. And that means a whole bunch of talk, a whole bunch of jibber jabber equals what? 0. Nothing, a waste of my time. And I don't have time to waste with 0 nonsense that don't amount to nothing. If we don't have a conversation, make it be worth something, please, which is my time that I'm going to spend holding conversation with you. And if you started jibber jabbing about that nonsense and want to pour your beliefs out on me, the conversation will end. Because why? That equals a bunch of jibber jabber. That equals ignorance of self. I'm hearing the ignorance because you're talking ignorant. You can obtain knowledge but still be ignorant. Well, I believe this, I believe that. Yeah, because you read something that you believe, didn't check it, didn't do nothing, but you believe it and going to expound on it like you know and don't know nothing. That's not right thinking. And guess what? You can obtain knowledge and still be ignorant. Take our society, it ain't personal. Watch this. I don't talk about nobody individual. Sometimes I do, but today's it ain't personal. This society, take our society for example. From what I see, we have so much more technology than we ever had. So they say or think, than before. Yet our culture, our people, our what we do that count is more degrading. And I put the word that I'm not gonna say it. Effed up, and it continues to get more degrading, again, effed up, when? Day by day. Passion. And if you're not living right, there is only one supreme being manifesting as everything. Please understand that. If you got your belief system intact, don't knock on what you don't know by giving a bunch of stuff that you really don't understand. So please understand this point. One God. That's the first key or thing to what? Understand about right thinking philosophy. Why? Watch this. Now, this is important. Why? Because if you miss this first most important key to understanding me and my philosophy, the rest of it does not fall into place, won't make sense, so to speak. Okay? In right thinking philosophy, there's only one order. Maya. Or chaos. Maya good, chaos bad. Again, balance, your choice. And in the world, again, Maya represents good. The opposite of good is evil. We use chaos, but it's evil. There's a God called Isfet. Okay? He's the opposite of Mayat. If Mayat is good, he must be not good. Okay? Set wears the title because the ego, but its fed is evil, truth, okay, chaos, which is evil, truth and error. Chaos always have the possibility of truth, but it's going to err on the side of error. Again, that's the lower nature. And if you act, watch this, in a righteous way, live right, do right, be right, you're being controlled by the forces of entropy. Excuse me, whoa. If you're not acting righteous in the right way, you're being controlled by the forces of entropy. There you go back, like I said, its fed is evil, pure evil. But your egoism is also ignorance. And if you live by that, you're not going to survive. That's you living on your lower nature. You got to raise your consciousness, okay? That means you're living on the evil level, the 3rd degree. Masons, you know what I mean? You ain't reached another level. You still in the dark on the 3rd degree because you're living through egoism. The 5 senses, you know about them? Okay, watch this. Let me wrap it up. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope the lesson was good. I thought it was. I put it down. Hope you got it. If you act righteous, then you're being controlled by Maya. That's what I'm controlled by. That's what I live by. That's what I believe in. That's why I put my faith and my belief in how I live right and do right. And I'm doing the best I could, and it's working for me. I learn it. It'll work for you too. It ain't biased. It don't pick and choose. It work for those who choose to work it. Practice right thinking philosophy, aka Maya lifestyle. I'll be back. Appreciate you.